Hi, hello. How are you? Andrew Lalo, the president. Today was really good. We have quite a bit of people come from all over the world to listen to this webinar. Now, this is a very important webinar. There's a reason why I say that is because lately the weather is very hot, and many of us can be easily dehydrated because of the hot weather. But on the hand, definitely if you are diabetic or pre-diabetic, you have the similar problem that you gotta put yourself in good hydration. So net result, you can continue to be healthy. And so today's webinar will be focused what is the relationship between hydration and what is the positive impact for you as a pre-diabetic diabetes. So to understand that, and it's going to give you a lot of tips and principles to help you to get yourself healthy instead of suddenly you get dehydrated and fainted out in the hot weather. So this is going to be a very good lecture, a webinar that you can able to understand why hydration is so important. Hi， 各位朋友，我係 Andrew 啦，老朱 President，你好。哇，好高興咧，今日咧就係能夠俾到一個點解飲水能夠充分水能夠令到你咧係令到身體健康，尤其是咧前期患病糖尿病。咁其實依家係咁熱嘅天氣咧，你一定係要飲夠水嘅，同埋唔飲夠水咧，你糖亦都係可以好高啦，或者係即係令到你會係有身體不健康嘅東西咧，有陣時暈啦。咁其實有好多症狀咧都可以話俾你聽係啲咩情況，咁你最緊係有預防。So today, I think this webinar will be extremely good to help you to better understand why drinking water is so important and keep you hydration. So without further delay, I'm sharing my screen, and so make sure you guys can see it really well. So make sure that, okay, good. So I'm going to start my webinar right now. Maybe perhaps can Edwina give me a one, if you can see it on your chat on your Zoom link. If you can do that, that would be wonderful. So we really appreciate that. Okay, thank you. All right, so we're going to start our webinar now, talk about how really you can stay hydrated, can positively able to impact you from pre-diabetic diabetes. So that is the today topics, okay? So so what we're going to do is introduce what is diabetic and dehydration. What is the relationship here? And what kind of symptoms that you will get when you are pre-diabetic if you lack water, and what is the real risk if you really become very dehydrated and your sugar are continue to go up but not actually get into the cells, so you're going to end up with diabetic ketoacidosis. That can be very dangerous, and you don't want to be in that stage. And on top of that, how to continue to keep yourself hydrated if you have pre-diabetic diabetes, and what other alternative for you to keep yourself hydration, and how those should help. And at the end of the day, we can answer your question, help you up to better understanding. That will be perfect. OK， 今日嘅我哋所講座嘅東西咧，就係第一，糖尿病缺水同你係有咩關係咧？同埋仲有咩嘅症狀出現嘅時候咧，你係前期患病或者糖尿病咧，哇！有咩令到你知道，咦，我係真係缺水喎？咁如果缺水太多嘅時候，同埋你嘅血糖繼續上升咧，有咩危險咧？咁呢個咧就係要好快脆知道，因為如果 DKA 咧，你就真係要入去醫院嘅。咁同埋咧就點樣能夠用你繼續飲水，同埋能夠令到你係管理你個前期嘅糖尿病，就係等你唔會係缺水咧。同埋如果仲有咩能夠其他嘅方式係繼續幫助你係增加你嘅水分喺你嘅身體裏面咧，咁就血糖上有咩幫手咧？咁今次日咧講座係就呢樣嘢。如果有咩問題咧，我哋入到尾亦都係同你繼續係介紹嘅。So today the topic is very meeting today the sort of the seasonal need, because right now hot weather is so hot everywhere, not only in Hong Kong. Well, Hong Kong weather is right now is like 90 degrees or 33, 34 degrees is high in centigrade. I think in the United States, I heard people from friends from Arizona, they're 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Imagine that, that's so hot, you can actually fry a egg in the sidewalk. So net result of that, what I'm trying to able to let people know that, wow, you know, it's so hot, you're gonna easily become dehydrated. If you have pre-diabetic diabetes, you really gotta watch, because you can be really get into a very serious problem if you are not understand what to do and don't understand recognize the so-called signs and symptoms. So that's why this lecture is really actually meeting the needed season right now. 各位同友，今日其實一個好嘅講座啦，因為依家香港係咁鬼熱啦，咁好容易真係缺水係好容易嘅事。咁如果你前期患糖尿病咧，你係呢個係好容易咧，係真係會令到你忽然間缺水，定係令到個身體唔健康，可以暈喺度啊！咁今日咧，今日講座有好多 tips 係幫助你了解呢啲嘢。I also saw a lot of people I'm not familiar with. They might be came from various part of the world, from the United States. Could be Canada and different kind of part of South Asia. So I thought perhaps I just go through real quick, a few minutes, what is diabetes? It's all go through 4 stages. And stage 1 is your LDL cholesterol goes up, and then it will damage the B cell. The B cells will take sugar to the cells. And so more and more sugar cannot go to the cells, then you'll be more sugar in the bloodstream. And when the cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, adding up the blood sugar, your blood become very thick. Net result of that, you quickly move to stage 2, whereby your blood pressure goes up because it's that form plaques everywhere, the entire body, from brain, heart, everywhere. So that is the most problem for all diabetes, because when you form plaques everywhere in so many years, you have all kind of complications occur. So if you don't do anything, you don't do a lifestyle change, your blood sugar continue goes up, you are quickly moved to stage 3. And that's your pre-diabetic. And how do they know? The doctor would measure your A1C. This is called a hemoglobin A1C. The hemoglobin A1C is to measure the amount of sugar attached in percentage to your hemoglobin, which is a red blood cells carry oxygen. Then if you are 7.5, if you are 5.7 and lower, you're a normal person. But if you are 5.7 to 6.4, you are a pre-diabetic. And you are pre-diabetic, if you don't do anything, you will eventually, in 3 years, you are converted. Unfortunately, doctor at the pre-diabetic stage, there's no medication for you. And they will just say, hey, Mr. So-and-so, you are a pre-diabetic. You need to now change your lifestyle. Don't take too much sweet so you can control your blood sugar. Now, sad part is majority of people will not understand what to do. It's because it's not only the diet. It's only one thing. Lifestyle changes, you have to have diet, exercise. You have to, take care of your weight. All that will go together in order for you to really bring the blood sugar down. So we will talk more about that later on. But if you don't do anything, don't change your lifestyle, you know what? You will convert to be a diabetic in 3 years. Once you convert, you can convert it back. 各位同友，今日咧我有好多朋友咧係好多地方嚟嘅，有美國啦、加拿大啦、澳洲啦，好多都唔識佢嘅名啦。咁我知道佢係一定喺第二。咁所以咧，我就講多幾分鐘嘅時間咧，俾你了解乜嘢叫做糖尿病先，點形成嘅。咁每一個人都告訴4個 stage 嘅糖尿病。第一個 stage 係你嘅膽固醇 LDL 上升啦，咁佢就令到嗰啲B cell 喺胰島素出嚟 B cell 就損壞啦 ，B cell帶糖細胞裏邊。如果啲糖帶唔到上咧，個糖喺個血管就好高啦。咁如果喺個膽固醇再加埋啲糖咧，啲血就好結，咁就開始一路係咁塞，咁好快脆你就跌落去第二個 stage， 你血壓會上升，因為佢血咧開始塞喺不同嘅血管裏邊，全身喎，最記住啊！咁變咗嚟講，你血壓上升之後咧，你有咩唔做咧？咁你好快脆又跌咗去第3個 stage， 第三階段咧就係你開始變咗前期患病。前期患病度出嚟咧，每個醫生都咁度嘅，佢就度你個所謂嘅紅血球，呢個叫做糖化血紅蛋白嘅紅血球。咁呢個 hemoglobin 咧叫做英文就係 佢咩有度咧係幾多 percent 嘅糖咧黐住呢個紅血球。如果你5.7以下咧，咁你係正常人。但係如果5.7至6.4咧，你係一個前期患病。過咗6.4咧，你係糖尿患病者。所以變咗嚟講咧，你唔係可以淨係話哦，我係唔食糖嘢就唔食甜嘢就可以得啦。因為好多人都唔知點算呢個生活習慣，同埋醫生係冇藥俾你食嘅。咁所以變咗嚟講咧，你呢個轉換呢個生活習慣嘅時候咧，你一定要學到咧係點樣做降低磅數啦，你喺個食物嘅管制啦，同埋你去點做運動啦，呢啲係全部一套嘢喺度嘅。所以變咗嚟講咧，我哋點解做咁多講座咧？希望你能夠明白咧，咁能夠改變咗生活習慣嘅時候咧，哇，你就成功啦！因為你會如果係能繼續係做落去嘅時候咧，當你60、70、80歲咧，你都係一樣咁健康，就唔會有好多不同嘅併發症出現。So how does really low sugar can help you? Low sugar have two things. One is has guava leaves, which is really blocking the sugar into the gut vessels, so less sugar going in. And then the good thing is that bitter melon, what it does is it has increased the insulin sensitivity, so the sugar can be carried back to the cells, so it can be used as fuel. And excess sugar, bitter melon is really unique. They actually dump those sugars out to the urine and also dump the cholesterol and plus salt. After salt being dumped out, you know what? Your blood pressure is going to come down. So the 3 high will naturally come down, plus it will help you detox. 嗱，去糖茶咧好簡單，佢係只係有2樣嘢喺裏邊咧，就有個叫快石榴葉啦，快石榴就block 咗啲糖入去血管裏邊啦。但係有個另外一樣咧就叫苦瓜，苦瓜咧係可以帶啲係可以增加咗胰島素嘅敏感度，就將啲糖帶翻去入去胰島素帶翻啲入去個細胞度，咁你可以用翻好似fuel 一樣用到嘅能量去做嘢啦。如果有多咗糖嘅話咧，佢就喺個尿嗰度掉出嚟，膽固醇亦都係尿嗰度掉出嚟，同埋咧喺嗰個如果鹽掉咗出嚟之後咧，咁個血壓就會降低，即係3個都降低咗，同埋幫你排毒。And our company is not only really just teach you how to do diet, because diet is only one thing. But you really have to have a program to basically, besides dieting, you have to have exercise, you have to weight control, plus we teach you how to measure your blood sugar and all the tracking, blood sugar, weight, and diet. So when you have all these programs together, then you can really able to bring whatever your A1C is going to be, even your 10 plus, we'll bring it down to a normal level. I have a lot of patients now already below 6, and they are 5 point something. And so they are very happy. They can be continually healthy. But it takes works. It doesn't mean that it will happen by itself. You take works. It takes lifestyle changes. It takes the so-called habit changes. All that will take some time to get it done. So net result of that, it takes works. So this is the kind of program we can provide you and holding your hand throughout your diabetic journey. 我哋嘅產品咧唔係淨係叫你飲茶算，其實好重要咧係教你係有咩好食，能夠令到你係低碳水化食物嘅東西啦，低脂肪性食物啦，咁能夠令到你繼續係maintain身體健康。你都加埋點去有咩運動咧，能夠譬如行8000步至1萬步一日啦，令到你減低即係 burn up 你嘅糖，亦都係減低你嘅磅數。同埋仲有點控制你磅數，由你高嘅磅係 BMI 嗰30都要落到23咧，呢啲全部要做嘢嘅方法嚟嘅。嗱，每日度你嘅糖咧，同埋去監察你嘅血糖咧，呢啲係全部都要有一個系統化，同埋要你一齊同我哋一齊做。我哋嘅希望我哋就攞住你手，同你一齊行呢個糖尿病前期患病糖尿病。呢個成個你嘅生活習慣點改變咧，係幫助你改變樣。咁我好多病人咧，就算 A1C 係高過10咧，佢變翻5點幾或者6好多個係咁嘅。咁但係呢個嘢令到佢就身體健康好重要啦。So we talk about now why pre-diabetic diabetes. You need to really have good hydrations, because if you don't, what problem you're going to face, okay? Now, as you know, Pre-diabetic diabetes is this is a really chronic disease. It doesn't get well. The only thing you can able to control because you somehow cannot able to get all these sugar get into the body cells and able to utilize it. And that result, your blood sugar will continue high in the bloodstream. And that is bad because what happened is, remember, we just said, if the blood sugar is high, adding up the cholesterol, the blood becomes thick, and that result start plugging things everywhere in the whole body. But on the other hand, why in the sense that also we have to understand why when you have to have hydration, and it's so important for people with diabetes, because if you don't have enough hydration, one more thing, your blood also becomes very thick, and that result that will be hampering everything. And so we will learn more about today, how do you stay hydrated, not to get dehydrated, okay? So very important. So we will talk about, first of all, diabetes. If you blood sugar go up, and then actually when you have blood sugar goes up, and also your body will respond with your blood sugar going up. What happened is your blood sugar goes up, you will start also urinate a lot. You also, during the time you sweat, the body is start losing fluid because of the fact that the body tries to dump your sugars out through the urine, okay? And on the end, when you able to do that, you start losing water because you dump sugar out urine. Also, there's some sweating. So net result, as a diabetes, you are much more easier become dehydrated than normal person, okay? So this is a normal body response, okay? It's not something you can really control. So there is this association. If your blood sugar goes up, your body will respond to dump the sugars out through urinations, and that result, your body start losing fluid, plus the sweating also. And then when that happens, your dehydration, dump more sugar, dump more waters out of the body, you become dehydration. So that is the natural occurrence. Okay? 嗱，各位朋友，好多人你話點解我會係缺水㗎？嗱，糖尿病咧好特別嘅，就好似前期患病同樣嘅問題出現嘅，就係因為當你血糖上升嘅時候咧，個身體本身就開始反應啦。哇！我糖上緊嚟喎，咁個身體就話：喂，唔該你同我掉翻啲糖走啦。咁掉啲糖走喺邊啊？就係個尿度掉出嚟喎。咁尿道掉大多數尿道掉咗出嚟之後咧，弊家伙啦，因為你好多尿出嚟嘅時候咧，你咪開始慢慢缺水咯。如果你唔飲翻啲水補充咧，你就好快脆咧就會變咗係一個導致缺水嘅情況出現嘅咯。所以咧，其實咧，當你係糖尿病，點解咁容易就會係缺水咧？係有原因嘅，因為當糖上升，你個身體就會我要掉啲糖出嚟。咁掉出嚟就係喺尿嗰度掉出嚟，咁呢個係一個記住一個，首先係個身體嘅反應，係你唔可以控制到嘅，咁所以你一定要補充啲水啦。Okay? And then the body, because you start throwing out this urine because you excess sugar, right? So the body start dumping out the sugar through the urine. Then you start getting to be very thirsty because you have water came out, right? But on top of that, when you become very thirsty, so you need to drink more water, and more you drink, you still feel thirsty, okay? Because of the fact that the body continues to respond to dump water out. So you might still feel kind of mouth dry and dehydrated, okay? So pre-diabetic diabetes is kind of unique in the sense that when you have dehydration, you always experience excessive thirst. So you never you go feel, wow, I feel thirsty. You drink more water, but it doesn't seem to satisfy because your body is still continue to dump out that fluid out with the sugar inside dumped out through your urine. Okay? 嗱，各位朋友，好特別咧。當你有前期患病糖尿病者，有陣時當你係忽然間哇好驚渴，咁你飲翻多啲水咧，都係好似好頸渴。個原因咧，因為個身體係有個respond 咧，就話：喂，你好多糖喎，要掉咁啲糖走啊！咁你繼續係去小便，繼續去掉啲糖走，咁啲 糖咧就流失咗喺個尿咗走去啦。咁飲翻補充咧，好似都唔夠嘅。咁呢個係一個特別啲嘅症狀咧，係普通人未必有嘅。你飲到水OK 啊，但係糖尿病咧就飲完之後都覺得好似好頸渴嘅。And additional, when you become more and more dehydration, then your more symptom is going to come out. One is dry mouth. The mouth really feel dry. And secondly, a lot of pre-diabetic person will also kind of experience the actual headache because there are not enough waters, the body, and you ignite headaches. And really become thirst. Wow, wow, thirsty, man. And become also muscle cramp is also a very common symptom. And at the end of the day, as time gets worse, you become dizzy. And sometimes if you get really serious, you become very confused. And then you're also very tired. So you lie down, don't feel like do nothing, okay? So this is a very common dehydration symptom, which you need to watch. And you have to be aware of this. So when that happens, you make sure you drink enough water, and make sure that you hydrate yourself. These symptoms will tend to go away. So important to understand this and maybe can take a pictures. 嗱，各位朋友，當你係缺水嘅時候咧，有幾樣嘢咧係常見嘅。第一就口乾啦，咁呢個嘢就好容易個個都容易感染到嘅。但係好多時咧，你會頭痛，好痛啊！即係你覺得好頭痛，同埋好頸渴。咁仲有一個好特別咧，好多時有抽筋啊，呢樣嘢咧係肌肉嘅大髀嗰度咧，係好多時候抽筋嘅。咁仲有一樣嘢咧，當你真係好唔掂嘅時候，開始咧就會搞到頭暈啦，仲有咧覺得好亂啊嘅，即係又 focus 唔到啦，咁同埋會好疲倦。咁嗰時你會就係瞓喺度，咩都唔想喐。咁其實好重要咧，飲翻啲水咧，其實都可以已經係幫助咗你將呢樣嘢嘅症狀咧，缺水嘅症狀咧。係降低咗嘅。So keep that in mind, okay? Now the worst thing is you don't want to do that is your body, the insulins are not working much. It's not working well to get your sugar into the cells. Then what happened is your blood sugar continue to be high for a long period of time now. Maybe half a day is continue to be high. And especially type 1 diabetes person is even more of that. But a lot of type 2 diabetic patients is also will feel that. Because the cells doesn't get the sugar, so the cells don't get the energy. So the body can say, hey, I don't have enough energy, man. So they will start actually getting the energy from your muscle, of burning fat, to basically to get the sugars out as fuel to help to get into the cells. Now, when you burn fat, problem occur is going to start forming ketone. And when you get too much ketone in the bloodstream, you lead to a very dangerous symptom called diabetic ketone acidosis. And that, if you don't get to the hospital fast enough, you could have life-threatening disease. And I saw many of these people when I was an ICU nurse. I see people that actually have ketone acidosis. And that is not good because it is life-threatening and we have to treat immediately, okay? 各位朋友，最大問題唔係就係口乾，我係飲啲水搞掂。但係個問題咧，最大問題咧就係因為可能你個身體你係出到胰島素，但係胰島素咧係唔 work 嘅，帶唔到啲糖入去細胞裏邊，或者唔夠胰島素。咁個問題咧就出現啦。個問題咧就係個身體話：喂，我唔夠糖喎。咁你就會去攞糖喺邊度咧？就 burn 啲咩啊？你 burn 你啲 fat 使 muscle burn 啲嘢出嚟，加啲糖出嚟，希望用到啲糖。咁但係啲糖都入唔到去，用唔到喎。咁你嘅身體咧越整越多呢個 burn fat 咧，就 burn 咗一個叫 ketone。咁 ketone 就喺個酮嗰度啦。咁就變咗係一個酮正酸中毒，即係呢個叫 diabetic ketone acidosis。咁呢樣嘢咧，有呢樣嘢嘅時候你要入醫院嘅，要好快入醫院添，因為咧呢個係對你會有身體嘅。即係會係有死亡嘅可能性嘅喎，咁所以變咗嚟講咧，你千祈唔好搞你自己咧係變咗 ketone acidosis 或 DKA 啦，因為如果係呢樣嘢嘅時候咧，你真係會有一個對身體係一個好危險嘅東西，就係生命上嘅危險喎，咁所以變咗嚟講，一定要知道就即刻要入醫院嘅 ，OK？So you might ask, well, what symptom do I get to get DKA? Now, the symptom usually come in is first, you start getting blurred vision. Things are getting blurred. And your skin becomes extremely dry. And you're also going to feel vomiting. You feel, if you're throwing up, you don't feel good. You will definitely know you don't feel good. And also, you can check with your blood sugar, say, hey, what is my blood sugar? And the blood sugar probably very high. And the high is meaning you are maybe as much as 200 something above, or 20 or 18 in that range, okay? So you got to be very, very careful and conscious. Immediately, I have to do something, okay? Plus, you can also start getting confused and extreme thirst. And eventually, you become coma, meaning you just fainted and coma. And so that's why with that, when you have that symptom, you have to take it seriously and maybe call ambulance for you because you cannot drive, because you'll be changed to something very severe symptom as time goes on. So ambulance is probably more appropriate, or tell someone drive you to the hospital will be a much better solution. Instead you go drive and get yourself to the hospital and maybe crashing your car. So you always need to check, hey, what is my blood sugar? Now certainly I'm okay with my blood sugar today is 5.7. But for people who have this, usually are 200 and above, 250, 300, or 18, 20 in that high range, okay? So imagine if you have this symptom, you have DKA, is serious, call ambulance or tell your family, drive you to a hospital immediately. Don't drive yourself, or don't try to get yourself to the doctor office. You go emergency for that, okay? 各位朋友，如果你有 DKA 嘅嚴重症狀咧，係點樣咧？多數你睇嘢開始蒙，第二咧皮膚好乾，第三你又想作滿去嘔，你一定覺得好唔舒服嘅，同埋你個度血糖嘅時候咧係好高，你個高度係咩咧？係250度以上嘅啦，一定係咁嘅。咁同埋咧就係20度以上嘅 ，sorry， 你喺個millimole 嗰度係20度以上，係喺美國咧，你係200幾度以上噶啦。咁同埋咧，你會覺得好暖嘅，樣都暖，你集中唔到，唔知點，即係你係一定知道好唔妥嘅。咁同埋咧，你會好極度口渴。咁最後咧，你就會暈咗嘅。咁所以變咗嚟講咧，就千祈咧就唔好話，哇！我自己揸車啦，或者去醫院點去醫院啦。咁但係咧，如果你冇人同你去醫院咧，叫十字車。或者即刻要即係揾人帶你去醫院，呢個係你最重要嘅東西，就千祈唔好自己去，亦都唔係去個醫生嗰個辦公室去睇你，係去急症室。OK， 呢個係最重要嘅東西。OK，so now you have known when you are if you are diabetes or pre-diabetic, the important is stay hydrated and make sure if you have problem at DKA. What do? You know the consequences now. So now the next step is, well, how can I continue to stay hydrated and make sure that we can able to continue maintain this hydration, especially if I'm pre-diabetic diabetes. So this is the next subject we're going to elaborate to help you to understand how can I continue to be, hydration. OK 嗱，因為依家你知道啦，如果你真係成日缺水嘅，咁有一個好大嘅問題咧，就幫你做到頭先睇下 DKA 個問題出嚟，咁嗰個係嚴重問題，唔係就係飲兩杯水搞掂嘅。咁所以變咗嚟講咧，我依家亦都講下，喂，有咩 tips 能夠令到你咧繼續係保持你嘅水分係 good 嘅咧，咁你能夠可以繼續工作又可以 happy 咧，咁呢個係我現在。下一步嘅講嘢啦 ，OK？ Now, really at the end of the day, if you can stay hydrated, it's extremely good because when you hydrate it well, it actually helps you to regulate your blood sugar levels, and you will prevent a lot of things that happen because first of all, if you're very good hydrated, your blood will not become thick. Matter of fact, that's the reason we specially plan you drink low sugar tea, why to drink 2 liters a day, because that is a basic requirement. So you will know if you drink low sugar tea, you can not only lower your blood sugar, but also will hydrate you well. So you can have better blood sugar level and you have no all kind of dehydration problems. So that's the reason we specially plan you to drink 2 liters low sugar tea. It's not saying why I want to drink so much water, because that will be helping you to prevent your blood become thick, better blood sugar level, monitoring, regulate your blood sugar, help you tremendous help. If you are properly hydrated, you also prevent many of the ladies, especially urinary tract infection, because you don't have enough water. You could have higher risk of urinary tract infection. And plus, your skin will be moist instead of dry. So you can have all kinds of skin health issue. And on top of that, if you are not enough water, you actually affect your mood. People don't realize that. It does affect your mood. Plus, if you have proper hydrated because the blood well circulated, your level of energy will be there rather than you feel tired because we're dehydrated. You know what? You feel tired. So all that will help you the total body, more energy, better mood, the skin is healthy, and you don't get urinary tract infection, and the blood sugar level will be good. Isn't that wonderful? Okay. 嗱，各位堂友，其實點解要保持呢個你嘅水分喺身體裏邊咧？第一，因為如果你有好嘅水分咧，你就第一你血糖嘅水平一定 good 嘅，一定好嘅。OK。咁第二樣嘢咧，你唔會有尿道感染，又唔會發炎喎，因為多水，你成日啲尿掉啲嘢微菌掉出嚟，咁樣發炎機會就少咗啦。咁同埋身體咧，個身體皮膚咧，亦都健康嘅，因為係 moist 嘅皮膚啦，同埋仲有咧改善咗你情緒啊！因為好多人都唔知道，原來當你係缺水嘅時候咧，你個人猛飲多啲嘅。OK， 咁仲有啦，如果你有多啲水嘅時候咧，你唔會咁攰。你有身體好似多咗能量咁嘅喎，但係當你缺水咧，你好攰。咁所以變咗嚟講咧，呢啲係全部對你身體100%好嘢嚟嘅。So the question you have is say, wow, now I know the benefit of hydrated. So how can I get yourself continue to be hydrated and how much water or tea, whatever I need to drink? So each day, actually, you need to have certain amount of water. And how much is that? At least 2 to 3 liters. A typical guidance is at least you have 8 glasses of fluid a day. Can be water, could be tea, could be any. At least minimum 8 glasses, meaning 2 liters a day. And then typically, a typical person, especially living in anywhere, you should have at least 3 liters. So you have 2 to 3 liters select. If you get 2 liters, you got your basic requirement. You should drink a little more. So especially now today, it's such a hot weather. And plus, depend on the kind of activities you do. Because, for example, you walk a lot or work a lot in a very hot environment, you might need more water. So that is so important. OK， 嗱，各位朋友，其實每個人咧係需要幾多水能夠令到你唔會缺水咧？每日其實需要2至3公升嘅水 liter。嗱，其實好重要咧，呢個咁你飲水咧，點解嗰陣時我哋係特別製造呢個去糖茶，每日飲2個 liter， 即係2樽呢啲1個 liter 水咧？個原因就係幫助你一定係已經足夠你嘅水係唔會你去缺水，因為前期同糖尿病咧全部都唔可以缺水嘅。咁所以變咗嚟講，呢個係我哋喺我哋產品裏邊係有個計劃俾你咧，能夠第一係足夠咗你嘅水嘅requirement。OK， 咁仲有啦，點解有陣時飲多啲咧？因為好多時咧，你亦都有不同嘅工作啦，戶外工作係好熱嘅，咁你就真係飲多啲水，唔係就2公升啊，可能3至4公升咯。OK， 咁呢個咧就係有其他嘅用途咧，睇下你喺邊度做嘢啦，或者運動啦，咁呢個咧就係多水嘅。So if I'm type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetic, okay, so how I'm going to manage to make sure that I get enough water and also type of fluid I drink will not screw up my sugar. Okay. Now, first of all, it's very basic, simple. You have to drink all sort of fluid, plenty of fluid. How much? Is 2 to 3 liters. Okay. you can drink 2 to 3 liters. A lot of people say, well, if I drink 2 to 3 liters water, how do I drink lo shu tea? Well, lo shu tea is water. It's actual fluid. Just keep that in mind. Don't have to be actual water. You can drink fluid, and fluid is actually including lo shu tea. You can drink that 2 to 3 liters of fluid, and then it could be 2 liters lo shu tea, 1 liter other drinks. It's okay too. Now, important as a pre-diabetic diabetes, you do have to understand where is your blood sugar levels. So if you have diabetes, your measurement, you can put a sugar measure, maybe with one of these Freestyle Libby, which I have, so I can measure myself, and I know that, oh, my blood sugar is 5.9, okay? So you gotta know where you are at, okay? Now, also, if you are high blood sugar, you know where your sugar start going up to maybe 8, 9, or 180, 190, you also able to do a lot urination. And urination, because the blood sugar body response, they dump the sugar out of the sugar through urine. So with the dumping of the sugar out, you know what? You are potentially will be also lead to dehydration, meaning that you will get dehydrated. So very important. You have to take steps to make sure understand what is your blood sugar level. Now, most likely, if you don't have high blood sugar, the chances of your going frequent urination is lower, okay? On top of that, do not drink sugary drinks, because sugar drink will spike the sugar, and then you know what? You will go urination and will be able to also lead you to go back to dehydration. Sugar drink is like bubble tea, very high sugar drink, because or soda, that should be avoided. So make sure if you are pre-diabetic diabetes, avoid that sugar drink, because that is not good for you. It will just lead you to be more dehydration because of water dumping through the urine.嗱，如果你係糖尿患病者、前期患病者，咁你一定要飲好多水。咁幾多啊？一日最緊飲2個 liter 嘅水分。嗱，水咧唔等於一定係水喎，你可以飲茶都得嘅喎，去糖茶2個公升一樣可以嘅，或者飲3個公升，1個公升其他水2個公升去糖茶都得嘅，或者係整多啲加多啲水落你去糖茶都可以，因為水同去糖茶都係 fluid 嚟嘅，最緊要飲2至3公升嘅啫。咁仲有咧，你要度下你自己血糖幾多喎？因為如果你血糖好高嘅，咁多數咧你飲咗好多水，你尿就即刻掉晒啲嘢出嚟，咁就容易令到你咧係會有一個缺水嘅問題，因為你個 body 會個身體會哇，我要好多糖喎，我要掉啲糖出嚟啊，咁你去屙尿屙咗啲糖出嚟啦，咁但係你亦都屙埋啲水出嚟噶嘛，咁你咪變有缺水啦。咁第三啦。千祈唔好話，哇！我飲好多水啊，咁係水飲啦，就係糖水去飲，汽水去飲。嗱，呢糖水咧又令到你血糖上升，咁你亦都會令到你多點泵啲糖出嚟嘅，咁所以亦都會變 end up 咧就會係缺水，有 dehydration， 所以呢樣嘢唔正確。And on top of that, besides what we just talked about, now also what other thing can help you to get more fluid? Because the food can have water also, like for example, eating watermelon, cucumber, celery, all these actually have considered of a rich water food. So you can eat that. It's also give you that satisfaction of additional water. Now you have to be careful not to drink a lot of alcohol, because alcohol actually can cause dehydration, and it is not good for you, especially at pre-diabetic diabetes, to drink a lot of alcohol, because that is not good for your health, okay? So that is important. And then also, when you are going out, it's always good to carry a bottle with you. Like me, I always carry my lo shu tea with me when I go out to walk around. Because a lot of time, as time goes on, walking, wherever doing, you can continue to drink a little bit lo shu tea to hydrate you. So that way you keep your fluid along the way. So getting a bottle of fluid, you can put it in your car, you can put it with your purse, you can put it in your bag, is easy. That's why I buy a bottle, it's only 1 liter or 800 ml is fine too. If you want to get a smaller bottle, it will be all right, because you can, as long as you can go somewhere, I can fill a little more water, that's fine. So as long as I bring a 1 liter of fluid, is easy to handle, So that way I can all along always have that 1 liter fluid and drink anywhere I go. So, and as you know, low sugar tea can drink hot and cold. So you can actually drink it cold, especially in hot summer, to hydrate yourself, and it's delicious. So do continue bring that along. Okay. 嗱，各位同學頭先講咗啦，我亦都講過係做如果糖尿病前患者一定要飲好多水，同埋度你血糖，同埋唔好愛飲好多汽水啊、甜嘅嘢。咁你可以能夠咧，仲加埋咧，因為有好多水分嘅食物。咁加水分嘅食物係咩？好似西瓜啊，或者係黃瓜啊，或者係西芹啊，呢全部有水、有營養、有 fibre 嘅食物。咁仲有咧，千祈唔好諗住咧飲好多酒，因為譬如飲好多啤酒啦，咁有卡路里咧，糖會上升啦，亦都會影響咗你嘅糖嘅身體糖嘅處理嘅問題。咁啊 blood sugar go up 就唔正仔啦，就係糖。咁同埋好重要咧，行街咁鬼熱嘅時候，最好咧就係有一樽水或者一樽去糖茶喺裏邊。嗱，去糖茶咧可以飲凍熱都得嘅，所以冇問題㗎。擺喺度咧，咁你可以擺喺袋度啊，或者邊度你行到邊度咪飲到邊度咯，咁啊 OK 噶，咁變咗你更加咧係可以能夠唔會令到缺水。So with that, you also need to reminding yourself, to drink water. Now, we tend to be, busy and forget. So it's good to actually put that on your phone. Phone has an alarm in a certain time that you say every half an hour I drink or every hour I drink, you press the button, they drink, dang, okay, now I know I drink some more water or some low sugar tea. So very important, you got to have something reminding you to continue drink, because if you're busy, you might truly forget. In addition to that, especially when you are exercising, you really have to hydrate yourself. Especially today, it's so hot out there. It's over 35 centigrade or 180, 90 degree. If you are exercising, like for example, going to, even walking, jogging, whatever, you will start sweating. You're going to start losing water. So hydrating yourself is so important. So make sure while you exercise, keep drinking. Now, also another thing, if you exercise, you might also lose another thing when you sweat, is losing electrolyte. So net result, you might drink some electrolyte like fluid, whereby you can able to satisfy yourself. And lots of electrolyte fluid now tend to have no sugar. So you can have that, but you get electrolyte but no sugar. So do use that, because when your sodium go down, your potassium go down, you're going to feel very weak and you're not going to be able to move correctly. So make sure that you can able to get some electrolyte while you're exercising. 各位同學，我曾經講好多啦。如果你係糖尿病前嘅患病，你一定要 hydrate 自己，要有水嘅。咁有水嘅時候咧，你一定要或者用你嘅電話，可能夠每個鐘頭啦話俾你，喂，我要飲水喎，咁飲咗水啦。咁但係同埋仲有一樣好重要嘅，當你係做緊運動嘅時候咧，你就一定要飲水嘅。尤其是喺出邊咁熱，就算你依家行半公里啊，你會覺得好熱，咁你好快咧失咗好多水，因為你會出汗啦。咁變咗嚟講咧，你咧係要飲多啲水，即係一定有樽水喺度一路同你行，就千祈唔好冇水喺度行。咁同埋仲有咧，仲有可能失咗咧你個成個身體嘅電東西啊。OK，for example 啊，同埋礦物質啊。OK。咁當你係唔夠水嘅時候，放咗上嚟鉀冇咗啦，或者鹽冇咗啦，咁你人咧就開始好攰啦，同埋開始頭痛啊、頭暈啊，又抽筋啊，咁嗰啲症狀嚟。咁你一定要補充咧，可以補抗力啊嗰啲東西咧，一定要喺度。有依家好多依咁嘅即係 electrolyte 嘅水咧係冇糖嘅，咁就係揀嗰啲冇糖嗰啲嚟飲，咁你就 OK 嘅。咁 make sure 咧做咗呢樣嘢咧，咁你就變咗唔會有即係缺水嘅問題。Now, so also another thing too, while we are going out there, exercise, and you have to carry water, you have to adjust the amount of water to take to compensate loss of sweat or urination, especially in the hot water. So in other words, if you're hot weather, you have to drink more. It might not be 2 liters anymore because you go out there, it's really hot today. You might have 3 and 4 liters. So you got to adjust that water amount for you. And then you also need to think about, wow, what kind of medication you're taking. Does the med will able to help you to lose water? For example, you might take diuretic medications, which is medication help you to continue to move water out from your body because you have high blood pressure. So when you have that, you drink that, your urination will definitely goes up, you lower your blood pressure, but also lower your fluid. Then you become possibly dehydrated. So you got to pay attention, find out what medication does it help you to lose urination, lose fluid through urination. So you have to check that. So at the end of the day, you got to drink 8 glasses every day of low sugar tea. If you drink this is 4 glasses, and then another bottle of 8 glasses, literally 2 liters, and that will satisfy you already for your minimum requirement. But again, it might be adjusted if the hot weather is really hot and you have exercise, and that's important. 咁啊，各位朋友，其實咧好重要，唔係話就係飲水咁簡單啦。因為你飲水咧唔係淨止話，哇！我每日就飲咁多就算啦。可能今日個氣温係高好多嘅，咁你真係飲多啲水喎。同埋仲有咧，你係做緊 exercise 又飲多啲水喎。咁仲有咧，如果你係有啲藥物係一個藥物幫你降低呢個血壓嘅咧，好多時係會將佢啲水掉出嚟喺尿嗰度掉出嚟。咁變咗咧，你做咗一樣嘅時候咧，就好容易咧去增加咗你缺水嘅問題嘅。咁所以變咗你睇你藥係咪會幫你增加咗你尿嘅排泄。咁仲有啦，最後啦，咁如果你飲去糖茶真係可以凍熱都飲到喎，咁你就要飲8杯茶，8杯咧就等於你啱啱嘅2個 liter。但係當然，如果你有更加多嘢嘅工作咧，咁你就要飲多啲水。OK， 咁今日咧就喺呢度咧，亦都俾你了解咗，如果糖尿病嘅人係有咩注重咧，係幫你係更加要飲水多啲啦。同埋有咩幫助你咧？係能夠 alert 你時間啦，或者飲水啦，同埋咧亦都要準備啲水俾你通街度行啦，同埋你 exercise 要做嘢多啲熱嘅時間，天氣唔熱好熱咧，但係要飲多啲水嘅。So some of you might ask, wow, hey, it's nice. I know I got to drink water, but I don't like to just drink water because that water doesn't taste good, or somehow I like low sugar tea. I drank low sugar tea, but I like to drink more. What other choices do I have? OK， 咁有啲朋友就話：喂，我唔係好中意淨係飲水嘅喎。咁當然啦，你可以飲去糖茶，有味啦。咁但係如果仲有一個公升嘅茶，用咩方法令到我飲更加係好啲咧？咁其實今日咧有好多教你咧，其實點用到你個去糖茶更加好味，或者令到啲水更加好味嘅。咁呢個咧係幫助你咧。能夠飲水咧係更加容易去處理飲多啲水。OK， now as you know, herbal tea, low sugar tea is very good because it is a herbal tea, it's an antioxidant, it has tremendous health benefit, lower your blood sugar, cholesterol, and also your blood pressure. Okay, so that is really good. So low sugar tea is certainly one of the first herbal tea as a choice. But on the other hand, you can also add this herbal tea, low sugar tea, or what can you add in there? Now, I actually learned from a lot of my customers. They said you can put a piece of lime, squeeze 2 pieces of lime in there. The taste of tea will taste so good. And I tried it. You're right. It tastes absolutely good. Lime is better than lemon, but you don't have lime, you can put lemon, it will taste just as good. But lime tastes a little better. Now, certainly you can also put a few slices of cucumber or berry, and basically you will taste a little berry taste and give you a little bit more sort of added natural flavor of some fruits. And as you know, low sugar can could drink hot and cold, so you can make low sugar real ice, and so you can able to drink that along the way will be really nice. Now, a lot of my customer in a hot weather day, they even put that in a small low sugar tea in a little ice bag with a piece of with a blue ice on the side to keep it cool, so you will feel cold when you drink that. It's so wonderful. So I think those are very good suggestions. Now, certainly a lot of people also say, hey, how about coconut water? Now, coconut water is also very good. And now a lot of market now sell coconut water because it has good electrolyte, potassium, which can give you not only hydration, but electrolyte. So that way you can keep up your electrolyte. So the nerve can fire your instruction better, so you can be really not become sluggish and tired. So that can be a very good choice. So think about lo shu tea in different fruits like berry and limes and lemon. Really make the taste a lot better. Okay, so keep it in mind, try yourself. 嗱，各位朋友，好多人咧知道原來去糖茶或者其他嘅 herbal tea 啦係可以有幫助咧，你降低血糖、膽固醇同埋血壓啦，同埋仲有排毒啦。嗱，去糖茶 definitely 係做到呢樣嘢嘅。咁但係咧，你可以知道咧，如果用去糖茶，如果沖咗之後，令到佢更加特別啲咧，你可以擺啲青檸或者檸檬。青檸係好過檸檬嘅，啲味係特別出啲嘅。咁如果唔係咧，你仲可以有啲 berry 啊，亦都令個味亦都好清新，亦都可以有啲 natural 嘅生果嘅感覺。咁呢個係好嘢嚟嘅。咁令到你如果雪凍咗出街飲咧，係好清新啦，同埋咧亦都加咗，可以令到你哇飲完之後成個人舒服晒。咁所以咧去糖茶好咧，凍熱都得。咁仲有啲人咧就話要有啲更加有電質嘅東西啦。咁有一個樣嘢咧就係呢個椰子水嘅。咁現在嚟講有成支椰子水飲到嘅。咁呢個咧亦都好嘅，因為椰子水裏邊有好多電質啦，同埋有鉀啦，咁幫助你咧能夠令到你啲身體裏邊咧能夠有呢個電咧，咁你就電質咧，咁你夠令到啲 nerve fibre 正啲嘅，咁能夠令到你 nerve 可以接觸你信號快啲啦，咁你人咧亦都爽啲去做嘢，係好正嘅。So also other alternative definitely is like vegetable juice, like for example, cucumber juice, spinach juice, or celery juice. All these are very good. And certainly all these juice, if you don't add sugar, they are very nice to drink. And it's very delicious if you make it ice cold, okay? And certainly if you say, okay, I can do unsweetened herbal tea like lo shu tea, and you can add a little bit other herbal infusion in there. Sometimes you put mint. That will be another good choice. Mint. Put a mint leaf and the tea of the south feel. You have mint in there and taste really, kind of minty flavor is really actually is also wonderful. Now, a lot of people like sparkling because they like soda, right? So you can actually steep the lo shu tea with maybe 200-300 ml, and then add sparkling cold water in there. So you get all the gas and bubble, and just as good. And you get lo shu tea to help you to lower your blood sugar, cholesterol, and you have excellent additional kind of very interesting flavor, because now you have lime. You can also potentially have soda water mixed with lo shu tea. So it feel like just drinking a real soda water, but no sugar. And drank that, you continue to lower your blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure. Isn't that wonderful? So that is also one of the good suggestions. 嗱，其實你唔中意飲水或者飲第二樣嘢，仲有一樣嘢係可以飲呢個蔬菜汁。咁蔬菜有咩啊 ？For example 啦，有呢個黃瓜汁啦，或者西芹汁啦，菠菜汁啦。咁呢啲咧其實都好好嘅。咁變咗嚟講，飲咗呢個嘢都係冇糖啦，亦都有一個好嘅維他命啦，咁亦都係一個好嘢嘅。咁但係如果我係飲去糖茶，我想加多嘢更加特別啲，有咩啊？第一，落去加咩啊？加個薄荷葉。嗱，薄荷葉咧係飲落去好似有個薄荷味，好特別，好正。咁令到飲咧係凍飲咧係更加係身心愉快嘅。咁如果你係更加好一啲、特別啲咧，我係加咩啊？係加啲梳打水嘅。咁梳打水咧，如果你係做呢個去糖茶咧，係焗佢大概 俾300ml 嘅熱水焗咗之後，然後咧等佢攤凍咗啲咧，再把凍嘅梳打水落去咧，哇！個茶變咗係有梳打水嘅味道咧，同埋再加啲 mint 咧，哇！令到佢成個飲嘅經驗咧係好唔同嘅，係好特別，好正。So other people also looking for things like how about sugar-free flavored water? And certainly you have a lot of that. Yeah, some of these are very much natural flavor, so you can search what sugar has, what fluid, no sugar. You can drink that. Now, certainly there's smoothie, fruit smoothie. You can put berry, blackberry, blueberry, all these berry mixed together with unsweetened milk to also create a very low sugar fruits smoothie. That can be very good, because when you have smoothie, you can make yourself much more easy to hydrate. It's a very delicious, it's a very good fruits. That will be another choice for hydration. So now I give you all sort of way to think about drinking hydrated, how to hydrate you. Not only water, you can drink low sugar tea, hot and cold, put limes, put soda water, put mint, and plus other fruits like watermelons, and can give you that fruits and water, and maybe celeries with a blend celery, and at the end there you can make smoothie with the fruits to add it. But so many different flavor can help you continue to hydrate you during summertime. Now, really at the end of the day, low sugar tea can be very benefit because it lowers blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure. So when you drink that all the time, it can give you all your satisfaction of lower your blood sugar, so you have the major problem resolved. Lower your cholesterol will be very also the second one. And third is lower your blood pressure. And that will be really important. So in conclusion, hydration for people with pre-diabetic and type 2 diabetes is so important. So very important, you need to really think about how to hydrate yourself, because if you don't, you can be dehydrated, then you have all kind of issue can be occur. The worst is you get acidosis. You don't want to be in that boat. So in order to do that, it's very simple. All you do is hydrate yourself with low sugar tea, water, eating rich water food like watermelon or other vegetable like cucumber and celeries. All these can get you very varieties of healthy, no sugar drinks. And if you can able to drink enough water, you can be actually easy to manage your pre-diabetic diabetes. Mainly, especially diabetes, you won't get all kind of diabetic risk. And if you continue to do this, your body will get enough water, you get more energy, you have more focus, you don't get tired, you have more energy to do things, and then you can always remember just drink water. You don't think that is only 2 liters enough because it's hot weather, you got to go 3 liters. So with that, especially the hot day, especially in your exercise, walking outside, make sure you drink more to satisfy the hydration. 嗱，各位朋友，保持你嘅水分係每日都好重要嘅。如果你做唔到呢樣嘢咧，你有機會咧有 DK 變咗咧，你就一個生命危險東西。咁所以咧飲水係好重要，係好正常嘅。每個人每日最多係飲2個 liter 至3個 liter， 即係2公升至3公升水喎。OK， 咁尤其是咧，如果你係去緊運動啊，喺屋企行出去天氣好熱啊，去曬太陽啊，你係飲多啲水嘅，或者戶外工作啊，咁呢個好重要嘅。當然今日講咗好多啦，就如果飲水飲多啲，我點能夠令到我自己係飲不同嘅水分，係幫助我能夠更有興趣飲水咧？咁當然第一，你可以去糖茶啦，加檸檬葉啦，加檸檬啦，加soda water 啦，又可以飲其他嘅 水分嘅飲品或者食品啦，你會食西瓜啊，或者又可以繼續將啲蔬菜係整碎咗佢，磨咗佢 ，for example 好似西芹汁啊，哇！呢全部好嘢喎，因為有水分、有營養，全部可以同你解渴。咁記住，水喺夏天係好重要，因為當你足夠水咧，你就唔會攰啦，你唔會去暈啦，唔會有頭痛啦。飲夠水咧，你身體好似哇強壯咗好多，因為啲水分令到身體全部都係繼續 function。但係當你唔夠水咧，個水好結啦，咁你就會有頭痛啦，同埋要最弊咧就變咗你如果糖尿病咧係會有機會咧去 DKA， 咁呢個就弊家伙啦，千祈唔好去呢度。OK， 咁今日講咗咧就係關於水點能夠幫助你更加令到身體健康，尤其係咧前期患糖尿病啫。所以希望咧你繼續努力係要飲多啲水。OK。So today, that is my webinar. I appreciate you spend the time listening to us. If you have any question, write down Andy@wahfong.com, ANDY@WAHFONG.com. You can call us, WhatsApp, 852-3001-5644. This is our WhatsApp, or send us a message. And we're looking forward to talk to you again. If you have questions, write to us. We would love to answer your questions. And is there any question right now? No question. I wish you all the best for the weekend. And thank you for, a great weekend holiday. I appreciate you spending the time joining us and learning about hydration, not to get dehydrated for pre-diabetic diabetes. Thank you again. I appreciate all your time. I'm looking forward to having you see you next week. 多謝各位朋友，因為飲水係好重要，尤其是而家熱天夏天，繼續去飲水。咁希望咧能夠你係繼續俾你身體健康。咁你今日知道飲2公升至3公水一日係好緊要。呢兩個係去糖茶2公升係啱啱好嘅。唔該晒，多謝晒。OK，拜拜。